All right, guys, thank you for joining. So today, just like I said in the description, I am not a professional. I'm just a homeowner, and today I'm gonna try to install the Ecobee. I actually got the newest one. I can't remember the module, but I'm gonna try to install it. And so please hang with me and let's go. Over here, for some reason I just couldn't figure it out. My power or whatever switch I was supposed to turn on. So I just decided to go for it and just turn the entire circuit switch or circuit board off so I don't get electrocuted. So that's why over in a second you see me turning it off for the entire house. You don't have to do that if you can figure yours out, but mine was actually a little bit confusing. Now once the power's off, it's supposed to look like that, but if you want to double check, you just go ahead and turn it off and crank up the AC or reduce it and see if it's going to work. Pull it out gently and it looks like that. At least that's how mine looked like. Yeah, over here this is the old one. You see there's color codings and all of that stuff for the old one. We're going to use the exact same one for the new install. So make sure you remember, if you can, take a photo of it. Your package comes with a sticker, mark it with whatever sticker number that you see on the old one so that you don't miss it and get it into trouble for it. Once you're able to figure out the stickers where the color cables out, go ahead and unscrew it, screw the old one, and then gently take it out so it doesn't break the cables because they're pretty fragile. And then go ahead and refer back to the manual. Normally it will tell you exactly what you're supposed to know with the manual that the package comes with it. So if you read the guide, you see what the color coding is, put the stickers on there like I did, and then put the plate on the wall, screw it on the wall. I got so lucky I was able to use the same hole that was created before. In my situation, I just didn't want to use the bigger wall plate that it came with, so I used just a little wall plate that sticks to the wall. So it kind of looked a little bit bulky to me, so that's why I skipped it. But you don't have to do what I did. You could just always use the white wall plate first and put the next one that comes with it to make it whatever you want, basically. All right. So once I was able to use the stickers, placed it on the wires, nice and neat. I went ahead and put the plate on there by pushing it through that little hole in that the wall plate. I think that's the second wall plate. Like I said earlier, I skipped the first one. I didn't want to use it because it looked bulky to me. I didn't put the letters into that little letter. That's the wall plate that I was talking about over here. You could put that first, and you don't have to use a little one right away. But in my case, I just didn't want to do that. I just wanted to go ahead and use that little one. So that's what it is. Generally pass the cables through it, and then generally screw it to the wall to make it firm so you could hold it. If you could get somebody else to help you out at this point, I think that would be nice. But I didn't have anybody, so I managed to put it on the wall. This is how it looks like after I was able to put it. Moving on from here is where I am going to be able to put in the cables. As you see over there, it took a little bit of time for me to be able to get to this point and put all the cables in there. But it's fairly easy. It's not that hard. Like I said, if you could get somebody to help you out, that would be nice. But if you don't, then yeah, in the end, this is the guide. It shows you exactly how to put it and how it's going to work. And if you're able to figure it out correctly, if you're able to get the wires in configuration correctly, I went back downstairs and turned the power on and then waited for a few seconds, and this is what I got. It says Ecobee, and then there was this red light blinking. I waited for a few minutes. It started booting up, and then it started asking me a few questions moving on from here. And then it says, "Hi there, let's get started." So next step is I hit the next let's get it started. Went through the series of questions. Some of the questions I didn't know about my house, I had to go Google it, or I had to go call look back into the contract when we were buying the house, the type of stuff that we did have as in reference to what the type of HVAC system, for example. I didn't know. I wasn't sure. I'm gonna be honest about that. So I had to go back into the contract to find out. So I know most people would know, but I didn't. Like I said, I'm just a rookie here, but I was able to do this. And if I was able to do it, you should be able to do it too. It's not that hard. So stay tuned. Over from here, it's just checking how the cables are in there. If it's incorrectly, it will just allow you to move on forward. If it's not, it's actually going to alert you and let you know, and then give you an option to be able to figure it out. For example, in my case, I didn't have a W1 cable, and it wanted a W1 cable. I only had a W2 cable, so it in turn told me to go take W2 cable and plug it into W1, and that seemed to have worked when I did that. Now, I don't know the implications about that because, again, I'm pretty ignorant. So if you guys have any suggestions you think I'm actually going to suffer in the later down the line, put in the comment as well and let me know. If I eventually have to go find an electrician to come fix that, then please let me know. But it's been about a month now since I did that, and it still works. I haven't had any problems at all. So I'm assuming it's okay. But if it's not okay, please just let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is how I was able to go through it. When I went back down again, when I had to rewire, move it from over in W2 to W1, I turned my power off, turned it back on, and then plugged it in, and then went back through the same process again. And eventually it says it was okay, there was no problem, so I was fit to proceed. All right, as you can see here, once I was able to go through the question and it was able to get the correct information, it says successful, and it took me to the next page. So basically, after the whole process is done, answering the questions, and if it's the right questions, it will take you to the actual main menu where you will see what I'm looking at right now. You can scroll up, scroll down, make changes, look at the weather. From here, you can connect it to your Alexa app, and then you take it from there. Questions, you can ask in the comments, and I'll answer to the best of my knowledge.